it's Miss Pritzel at the Apprentice Library, and I'm book talking one of my favorite top sci-fi series. If you are a fan of Hunger Games or Maze Runner, this is a must-read series. This is book 1 of 4. It's called Unwind by Neal Shusterman. He's also the author of Ark of the Scythe series, which it's a future America, so it's sci-fi dystopian. There has been a civil war called the Second Civil War or the Heartland War, and something that came out of this that appeased both sides was called something called the Bill of Life. And so like there's no abortion of fetuses or anything like that, but children can be retroactively aborted between the ages of 13 and 17 or 18. Sorry, 18. It changes during the thing. So the whole concept is that life doesn't really end because all of their body parts are used to help other people. So there's other things in this whole series. One of them is called storking. You'll learn about that, and another one called tithing, because one of our characters is a tithe. And then there's also clappers, who are a terrorist branch. So this first book has 3 points of view, and it's from Connor and Risa and Lev. Connor is a 16-year-old boy whose parents have decided to, they've had enough of him. They're going to have him unwound. But he finds this out before because he's looking for something, and he finds the papers. So he knows his parents are going to do this. And once the parents sign the paper, there's no turning back. He can't change your mind. He's an angry boy, and he's the first one he runs because, like I said, he knows this is going to happen. Risa is age 15. She has been raised in an orphanage. There are state orphanages all the way around. It's not a good life, really. There's too many kids, and unless you are absolutely exceptional, you end up being sent to be unwound because they have to make room for the new kids. And then we have Lev, who is, I believe he's the 10th. I know he's one of 10 children, and I believe he is the last child. And he is, from the day he was born, his parents were going to tithe him to being unwound. So he has this big tithing party, on his 13th birthday, and the next day he's sent to be unwound. Well, all 3 of these characters, their lives converge on an interstate highway because Connor's on the run, Risa is on a bus headed toward her where she's going to eventually be unwound, and Lev is being chauffeured in a limousine to where he is going to be unwound. And I'm not going to tell you much more than that, but yeah, they do get away and stuff like that. Lev is Lev has just been raised to believe this is what he's supposed to do, so he's a little bit of an unknown, and Risa and Connor don't. And he thinks Risa and Connor are bad people, but the more time he spends with them, he's like, well, they're not so bad. But he's kind of this unknown because they don't know which way he is going to fall. Lev is very conflicted through this whole series. I'm just going to say that there is a spectacular conclusion at this that makes you want to pick up the next book. And kids that I've gotten reading this, they almost always read all 4 books. And yes, all the books are out, which makes this even better. So this is, like I said, if you're a fan of Hunger Games or Maze Runner, this is a must read series. Highly recommend it. 5 stars. And if you're wondering why it isn't a movie or a series, it's because it's been in the production stages for a movie, and then it's this TV series, and so it's going to happen. If you are not a fan of sci-fi dystopian, I'll help you find something else. Have a fantastic day. Keep on reading. Bye.